Good day, I'm Carrie Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for Friday, May 1. A new administration policy for persons deprived of their liberty has been tabled in Parliament. National Security Minister Peter Bunting tabled the document during a sectoral presentation on Wednesday. It reflects the recommendation from one of the three working groups set up under the Cabinet subcommittee that was established in 2014 to review the detention system.
Once implemented, this policy will move us into the 21st century in terms of the treatment of persons deprived of their liberty.
The new policy affects the operations of both the Jamaica Constabulary Force and the Department of Correctional Services. It includes a suicide prevention protocol, provisions targeting mental health and physical injury or concerns, provisions for dealing with persons with disabilities, procedures for children in conflict with the law, a training component, and sanctions for breaches of the policy. The major organized crime and anti-corruption agency MOCA will soon become a statutory body, independent of the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
MOCA currently operates as a joint staff agency with members from the JCF and JDF, as well as civilians. Cabinet has issued drafting instructions for legislation to establish MOCA as a statutory body, independent of the JCF and JDF.
He told the Parliament that between January 2014 and March 2015, MOCA conducted 347 operations. This resulted in 411 persons being charged, including 46 members of the JCF, 26 public sector employees, 313 scammers, and 26 civilians charged for various offenses. Government will be spending nearly $13 billion to increase the production of affordable housing solutions for low and middle income earners starting this fiscal year. While making a sectoral presentation in Parliament on Tuesday, Housing Minister Dr. Maurice Guy said the program would include the delivery of service lots and the completed units. He said the housing program would also create jobs and stimulate economic growth.
We have identified lands across the island which, when developed, can produce some 5,960 lots, of which 3,010 are earmarked to be designed and developed in the first phase of the program.
He said the development had already been approved by Cabinet and infrastructure work should be completed by June 2017. The housing program is being jointly implemented by the Portfolio Ministry, Housing Agency of Jamaica, Food for the Poor, and the National Housing Trust. The NHT will provide a little more than $3.8 billion over a 3-year period. Another $9.02 billion will be sought from other sources, including the Petro-Carib Fund. 250 new hotel rooms will be added to Jamaica's tourism stock when the former Braco Village Resort in Trelawny is rebranded as the Malaya Braco Village and reopened in December. Speaking at the resort's recent groundbreaking ceremony, Tourism Minister Dr. Wickham McNeil said Malaya's investment was part of $54 billion worth of investment pumped into Jamaica's tourism sector over the past 3 years.
The investment continues to come. An investment that we have on the books now will see the addition of another 1,600 new rooms to Jamaica over the next 18 months, and a number of those rooms are right here in Trelawny.
The new rooms at Malaya Braco Village will bring total accommodation there to 475. 400 permanent jobs will be created at the resort when it's completed. To manage the property, Malaya signed a 15-year lease agreement with the government through the National Insurance Fund, which owns the Braco Village Resort. As the Jamaica Constabulary Force ramps up its road safety campaign, it is reporting that since the start of the year, 3,147 motorcyclists have been prosecuted for not wearing safety helmets.
Of that number, 1,737, or just about 55% of those prosecutions were within the parishes of St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Hanover, and St. James.
Deputy Commissioner Clifford Blake was speaking yesterday at the launch of the 3rd UN Global Road Safety Week. He pledged support for the road safety campaign and said the police will be taking a more strategic approach to ensuring the nation's roads are safe.
We will continue our enforcement strategies. These are enforcing the speed limit along the nation's roadway through the use of speed radars, reducing death by drunk drive through increased use of breath intoxilizers, adopting a zero-tolerance approach for improper use and incorrect use of helmet, adopting a zero-tolerance for non-compliance with seatbelt regulations and other traffic-related offenses.
And finally, Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller is appealing to residents to not remove road signs from their communities, as this may hinder children's proper use of the roads.
Citizens must understand that it is their civic duty not to remove or to destroy road signs. Members of the community have a role to play by using the roads properly and assisting children to use the roads safely.
9 children were among the 124 persons who've lost their lives in road crashes since the start of the year. The theme for the 3rd UN Global Road Safety Week is Save Kids' Lives. It runs from May 4 to 10. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.